Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know as VP La Pew Pew. You might know it as a leFhy or a leaf blower. This one is located on the north spawn of Overlord, and it's under the command of DryCloud. Now he's armed with a 105mm light field howitzer, and he's capable of doing 410 alpha, and he'll penetrate 53mm of armor with a just under 2 meter burst radius. The standard reload 8.92 seconds. We can see DryCloud has got it down to 7.63, so he's very fast with his reload, and that can make a huge difference on the enemy. Okay, he's looking on the corner. There's nearly always somebody who come up to that corner to do a quick spot, so they become an easy target. But one enemy light tank has decided to, well, throw that out the window, and he's just drove straight into the bowl. In fact, a number of tanks have now been spotted. Okay, well, he fires a bit of a snap there. I'm not sure if he intended to fire that one, actually. But he's trying to get the 25 TP next to the bunker. Not an easy shot. Rounds out. Well, it went straight through where the 25 TP would have been, but he's now dialing in for another shot, and it lands near but doesn't do any damage. Okay, he's giving it another shot just in case. No, it went to the left this time. Rounds out. No, it's going to miss as well. He's spending an awful lot of shells on those tanks. There's a couple down on the beach, but he can't get them because they're just too close to the cliff edge, so he can't loop the shell over the rock. That 25 TP is in a nice bit of cover, but there are a few other enemy tanks that he might be able to get a shot at. There's a Churchill 1 near the bowl, but he's ignoring that for the moment. He's looking at this VK. Can't get a shot there. Ah, Churchill 1 here. Okay, so he's going to go for that one instead. First shot doesn't get any hits. And he's just spotted a KV-1 and a Panzer IV Ausführung H. Rounds out the KV-1. Just misses him. Letting it settle, let it dial in. Changes his target for a homing 3. Oh, he wipes him out with one shot. That's definitely a one-shot kill because he hadn't lost any hit points. Rounds out the KV-1 just in front of him. Not fully dialed in yet. Rounds out. Kill shot! Oh, he wiped out the KV-1. He only got 159 hit points because he had taken some damage already. Rounds out the Panzer IV, who's making a quick dash through that field, and we've lost sight of him. But DryCloud's not going to worry about that. He's now looking elsewhere. But he might have to pull back into cover because it looks like that Panzer IV Ausführung H is headed this way. And next time we see him, he might be just on that ridgeline. So he's gone defensive. He's put something between him and that Panzer IV. In the meantime, he's looking at an M485, fires the round in, gets some damage. He's been spotted. The Panzer IV is nearby. There he is. Very close. It's auto-aiming on. In fact, actually, he manually did that one. He blocked a shot from the Panzer IV, and that was a dirt round. He's got the 105mm round. Oh my god, he's going to try it again. But he's aiming. The Arty tries to get him as well. Enemy Arty's another VP and an AMX13F3. Oh, yes, shotgun kill at close range. In fact, it's not an AMX13F3. It's an AMX13AM, which is the tier 5. This is a tier 5 game with only tier 5 tanks in it. Well, he's now unspotted. And he's found another target, the M4A5 that he fired at earlier. Oh, he one-shotted him as well. That's his 4th kill. So several of his tanks, his enemies, he's taken out with just one round. The Honey, of course. The KD1, he only got one direct hit, but it counted. And, well, the other two, well, he did have to fire multiple shots on the others. Trying to get the Stugfear. That's a hit. Okay, only got 126, but the guy's probably still there. Worth another shot. Rounds out. No, it hit the ground, so he's obviously moved. There's the Churchill 1. Rounds out. It did damage him, but it didn't track him. Okay, we're going back to that Panzer. He fires one in. No, he has moved. Okay, we're trying to get the Churchill 1. Rounds out. That's a hit. And a penetrating shot at that. 357. And he's now down to just 12 hit points. The next round, unfortunately, was fired at where his engine deck was. But he's going to fire another one in. And this time round, he gets the kill shot. There's the Panzerfear. The Stugfear, I should say. Rounds out. And he's got him! That's his top gun. 6 kills. Okay, we're looking for the other enemy. There's 3 down on the beach. There's 5 enemy tanks still alive. There's the 3 down on the beach, and there's 2 Arty. Okay, I think he's decided he needs to change position. That way he can use the view range of this Arty to good effect. Now, there's only 3 others. Well, there's only 2 others on his team left alive. One of them's the Arty, which is an AMX13AM. The other one is an AMX ELC Viz. But the good news is the AMX ELC happens to be a light tank, so he's got very good view range. So is this Arty as well. 390 meters of view range. It's going up high. That should give him a little bit of an advantage. Doesn't actually come up in the game that you get an advantage from heights, but then he should be able to see any enemy that are nearby. The ground's not going to obstruct them unless there's a depression in the ground. Now, all 3 of those enemies on the beach are going to have to come up to get to the cap. And we've seen the first one. There's the Wolverine. Oh, one-shot kill. That's 7. Wow, the ELC spotted for us there. And here comes the KV-1. Okay, he's marked the ground to say that's where I'm going for. Rounds out. Okay, he's got 8 rounds of heat to take out these enemy tanks if he wants to. And he gets a hit with that one, but it's still the HE. Go for it. Rounds out. Yes, he gets another hit, but he's having to pull back just in case that KV-1 sees him. And the KV-1 goes down to the AMX CLC, and now that means there's only 3 left on either team. And the Arty was firing at the position where he was, so he did get spotted, and the enemy Arty thought that he was still in the bush, but he's not. Okay, just heard another rumble from enemy Arty. I think they're firing behind him. So they're trying to get him where he was. They're using his last known location. Okay, one of the enemy Artys has just been spotted. There he is. The ELC found him. Oh, we just lost the ELC. But we do get a hit on the VP. Now, can you get another one before this guy disappears? Rounds out. And he got him! That's his Radleys. He's got a Radley Waters now. 8 kills on the enemy. His teammate in the AMX13AM has gone to the corner. And although he might still be firing at the enemy, I don't think he's going to be taking part in the battle very much. But now the enemy only has the VK3001H and their own AMX13AM. So this is going to be very, very interesting because the AMX13AM doesn't have much of a view range. It's only got 265 meters. So he can see the AMX13AM before the AMX13AM sees him. So if he finds him, he's got a brief moment where he should be able to take him out, but the AMX13AM sixth sense will go off as soon as he's been spotted. And there, okay, so he now knows that he's been spotted. He sees us. Oh, but he gets him with a snap. He got him with a snapshot. Normally it doesn't happen like that, but he got him, and now we know that the VK3001H is in the cap area. Okay, so now we need to try and get rid of this VK. He's fired one quick snapshot into the cap area. He's now firing an aim one in. He's assuming that the guy's going to be in that little area. I think he's going to have to get a lot closer. The AMX13AM can spot for him. I'm hoping that he's going to go round the bunker. He's next to the bunker at the moment. If he can spot that area, he might be able to tell us where to place the shot. Okay, he's getting closer. Getting closer. He could get shot and killed by the VK. And he's found the VK, and he's actually by the house. Rounds out. Just misses. Not fully dialed in. The VK's seen the AMX13. He's not going to want to give up that kill, but he does take a hit. And now he's a one shot. This could be a blind kill to get a pools medal. Rounds out. Just misses. Has he pulled back? He must have pulled back. Okay, we're going to give it another shot. He fires blind. No, he wasn't there because the fences are still up. Okay, this is right on the edge of your seat moment. Is he there? Oh, he's moved. Rounds out. Yes! That is a pools medal to win the game. What a brilliant way to end the game, to earn a pools medal with your last shot and kill the last enemy tank. That was an ace tanker game for DryCloud in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, because he actually blocked a derp shot from the enemy Panzer IV Aslains H, who had the 105mm gun himself. And he got a counter battery fire medal for taking out both enemy SPGs, the AMX13AM and the enemy Fifi, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 26 in that one. He got a pools medal. You rarely see Arty players with pools medals, but they do happen every now and then. And that was a pools medal for DryCloud for killing 10 enemy tanks in the game. He also picked up a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game, and on top of that he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. His win rate, 18,332. That's Super Unicum and a lot more. He carried his team over that one. 2/3 of the enemy team were wiped out by him. Let's have a look at team score. Oh, look at this. 3,043 hit points of damage. Nobody else was near him. The closest was the KV-1 on the enemy team with 1,410, followed by their M485, who managed 1,404, and then their own Fifi managed 1,402. On his own team, only the M10 RBFM came close to him, and that was only 1,246 hit points. So yes, he definitely scored the highest damage. He also got the highest number of kills, the next highest scorer being the enemy Fifi with 3 kills. 2 kills went to the Churchill 1 and Wolverine on the enemy team, and also to the T67 on his own team. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. And he's the only player to get over 1,000 base. He got 1,550 out of that one. 886 went to the AMX CLC because, of course, he did some spotting. And we can see he did 1,586 hit points of spotting. And he got a Confederate out of that game as well. And his win rate was 4,712. And yes, he did help the DryCloud to get those spottings that enabled him to actually get those hits, especially that Wolverine who came up and he got a one-shot kill on that guy straight away. Very nice. So, very well played. Let's have a look at the details. 42 shots fired, so he still had 8 rounds spare at the end of the game. 19 direct hits on the enemy, 8 penetrations, 17 splash, damage of 3,043 hit points, of which 2,427 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see some serious damage was done at very close range. And of course, we know that that Panzerwehr Ausrüstung H was very certain that he could kill the Arty, but it turned out to be the other way around, that Arty killed him. 1 hit received. It was from the Panzerwehr Ausrüstung H. It was a non-penetrating shot. He blocked a shot. I suspect that the Panzerwehr actually fired at the main body of the tank, and of course it hit the armor and didn't go through because it's a heavy tank in disguise. 350 hit points of damage blocked by the armor. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, the Panzerwehr. 11 enemy vehicles damaged, 10 were killed, and he managed to get 131 hit points of damage assistance. Actually, the one he spotted was the AMX-13AM. He got 62 defense points by resetting the cap. If he'd left it a little bit longer, he might have actually got a defender medal as well. He was very close, only 8 capture points away from getting that defender. He earned 65,045 credits on a premium count, and after ammunition resupply took away 51,925 credits profit. He got 25 bonds because he got a mission achievement in that game. And he also took away 5,580 experience points as well. What a big game that was. He says 10 kills, lots of medals, Jeff Arty. It really was a very, very good game. Textbook almost, you might say, because he did the right things when he could see that that Panzerwehr Ausrüstung H was heading in his direction through the fields. He repositioned himself so he had a bit of cover between him and the enemy, so he didn't get spotted immediately, but when he did get spotted, he had something to fall back behind so he could start shooting at the enemy. And he also did the right thing when he was firing on the enemy tanks that were in the cap. He pulled back from that position. If he'd stayed where he was, the enemy Arty would have got him because they knew exactly where he was. He had been seen, but he pulled back in time to avoid the shots that were coming from the enemy Arty, and then was able to go into the enemy territory and take those Arty out. So an incredibly good game there by DryCloud. Congratulations. Very rare to get a Pools medal in an Arty game, but it's very welcome when we do see one, and when we see one done so well. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.